Hey guys, I'm Katie Bay Hayford and this is The Scoop. University Programs Council is hosting free events for students this week, kicking off with a movie on Jordan Hare Stadium tonight. UPC is presenting the film On the 50. UPC is encouraging students to bring blankets to the 50-yard line to watch Rogue One on the video board. They will be checking for valid Auburn IDs at the entrance and backpacks will be checked. The event starts at 6 in the evening. And tomorrow night, head to the Student Center Green Space to experience cuisine from around the world. Students will have the chance to learn about different cultures through free food. And the event starts at 5 in the evening. The Jewel Collins Smith Museum is beginning to prep for their summer renovations. On Monday, the first round of exhibit closings will begin with the Lewis House, David Brent Miller Audubon, Chi Omega Hargis, and Dickinson galleries. The Bill L. Harbert Gallery will remain open until April 30th, and all interior galleries will be closing May 8th. The museum says they will reopen early fall. Ed Sheeran has allegedly settled a $20 million plagiarism lawsuit for his hit song Photograph. Ed Sheeran, along with songwriters Martin Harrington and Thomas Leonard, have dismissed the case after settling on an undisclosed disagreement. The songwriters initially hit Sheeran with the lawsuit, claiming that his song Photograph is a copy of their 2009 hit Amazing. Mel B's custody battle with her ex-husband Stephen Belafonte continues this week. The former Spice Girl was granted a restraining order against the couple's former nanny, Lorraine Gills. Mel claims that Gills had an affair with Belafonte and now is extorting her child care for their child. This isn't the first time Mel B has tried to cut ties with the nanny. She initially tried to fire Gills in 2015, but had a backlash from her then-husband, who at the time said Gills was his ride or die. That's all I have for this week's entertainment news. Up next, we'll hear from the Weekly Sweep panel. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Channel 6.
In our own little way, each of us craves connection. It's not always easy to pinpoint, but you can feel it. What we need is somewhere to unwind and explore, somewhere where expressing our personalities is a delicious journey. Imagine a place that treats your taste buds to new possibilities. A fresh retreat from normal, where you don't order food, you inspire flavor. A place where the toppings you choose can express your character. And the only thing more important than quality ingredients is someone to share them with. Pizza doesn't just bring out our favorite flavors, it brings out our favorite personalities. And with over 78 billion possible pizza combinations at Pieology, we invite you to express your own. Just bring your imagination. We'll take care of the rest.
Hey guys, welcome to the Weekly Sweep. This week on panel, we're back with William and Kennedy. I'm Charlesy, and Jayla is out sick today. So we're gonna jump right into our topics. We've got a little bit of a mixture for you. William.
Alright, so you guys know that like Harry Potter is sort of back in the form of Fantastic Beasts. It's not technically Harry Potter, but it's like it's the same universe, same, you know, story. So I guess the first film did pretty well, and they're planning on like expanding it into a pretty big series. But I think there was a question for a while, like how closely is this going to be tied to the Harry Potter story? Like, is this really meant for Harry Potter fans, or are they trying to get like new people in and just kind of use the same elements from the Harry Potter universe, stuff like that? But Jude Law, he's in the HBO series Young Pope, and he plays John Watson in the Sherlock Holmes films. He's on board to be Dumbledore, and this is a huge deal, obviously, because you know Dumbledore's like the staple, one of the staples of the Harry Potter franchise. So now people are asking, like, does this mean we're going to be seeing people like Voldemort, you know, young Voldemort in the series? I mean, it's a good sign to be a Potterhead. I don't know, what do they call Harry Potter fans?
Is it Potter? If only Jayla were here, she could tell us.
Yeah, she'd know.
That's so exciting, though.
Yeah,
Dumbledore
it's a big deal.
That'll be interesting though, because I always envisioned Dumbledore as this like big cuddly man.
Right. Jude Law's very like kind of he's got like that really sharp kind of serious look to him. It's very not.
Not to mention like he's very small too.
Yes.
So that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
All right, Kennedy, what have you got for us?
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna give you a couple reasons why you should watch the show. 13 Reasons Why. So 13 Reasons Why is the newest show on Netflix, and you guys, everyone is going crazy about it.
Right.
My Twitter feed has been blowing up. I've seen spoilers, which is making me mad. But the show is a huge hit, and if you guys didn't know, Selena Gomez is actually the executive producer of the show, which I was shocked to find out, because I know she's pretty talented and she's been in the acting business, but I didn't know she would actually produce a show.
Right.
So that's really awesome. But just to give you guys a backstory on what the show is about, basically the main character, Hannah, she, it's a pretty heavy show. She commits suicide, and she gives tapes to the people who she feels like played a part in her doing so. She was bullied in school. And so she gives them these tapes, and they have to pass it on. And so Clay, who is one of the main characters, played by Dylan Minnette. I don't know if you guys have seen the movie Don't Breathe, but he's played in that. He's done quite a lot. So he's a main character, and he actually loved her. And so, not going to spill too much for you guys, but he's just trying to figure out why he is on the tapes, but he's taking forever to actually listen to them. So that's frustrating. But
I'm going to have to watch this now.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah, the cool thing about the show, though, is that it's filled with pretty fresh faces. The people are pretty new. There's a young cast, so I'm excited. But Kate Walsh from Grey's Anatomy, if you guys watch that show, she is a character. She plays Hannah's mom, and she goes through pretty deep stuff, of course, with her daughter.
So how depressing is it? Because I've been avoiding it because...
It sounds really...
Yeah, that's why I haven't watched it.
The show, it can be heavy sometimes, but they have a lot of flashbacks. And so some of them are like cute moments between her, Hannah, the main character, and Clay. They're not together, but he likes her, and he, like, you can see that. He kind of reminds me of Logan Lerman, so, you know, have that kind of feel with the show. But yes, it can be sad at some points, and you get to see not only Hannah's story and Clay's story, but also the other character stories and what they've gone through and kind of why they've done things.
Gotcha.
So it's very personal. I feel like it can hit home with a lot of people. But so far, I'm still going into the show. It's not that depressing, but apparently the last episode will have you shook. So I'm a little nervous about that, but I think I can handle it.
Oh yeah, you'll get through it. So here's a question. Are there 13 episodes?
Yes, there are 13 episodes.
Perfect.
It fits.
Love it.
13 Reasons Why, and I'm trying to figure out, are there 13 people she gives a tape to? That would make sense, because like she's saying they've caused it, but yeah.
Well, 13 is my favorite number, so I kind of have to watch it now.
Yes, you do.
Love it. Okay, well, please.
No, I was gonna say it was the least lucky number, so
yeah, that's it.
It is my lucky number. Okay, well, moving on. In a new realm of entertainment, we're going to talk something that we don't typically talk here on The Scoop, Broadway. So one of my favorite musicians ever, Brendan Urie, he's the lead singer of Panic at the Disco. Oh, one heck of a man. Look at that picture. Wow, he is pretty. So he is now fulfilling his lifelong dream of being a Broadway star, and he has taken a role on the Broadway musical Kinky Boots, which basically is about a struggling factory owner and an entertainer who come together to create a pair of stilettos. And I always love reading descriptions of Broadway plays because they sound incredibly pointless.
So weird, like
exactly. You're like, really? Like, how did you make a 2-hour show out of that? But somehow it has managed to win a ton of Tony Awards and Grammy Awards. So it is a big deal that not only is he moving to Broadway, but on top of it, he's going to such a huge show at that. So I'm excited for him.
I always love seeing like musicians kind of get out of their realm and like try out acting or performing. I just think it's cool. Usually actors, when they try singing though, it doesn't work out. But usually when musicians like start acting, it works out pretty well.
You know, my mom always says that people who can act and sing at the same time are the most talented. So she has such a respect for people who are on Broadway. And so I think it's impressive that he's now stepping outside of the realm of just music and he is able to act. Like, it's going to be really incredible to see. I'm ready to start scamming YouTube for all of the videos. Because, you know, flight to New York, that's a little expensive.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you want to join the conversation, be sure to tweet us using the hashtag Weekly Sweeps and follow us on Twitter at EagleEyeTV. Thanks for watching, and War Eagle.
War Eagle.